Today we are going to discuss about calculation of lambda max by Woodward-Fisher rule for conjugate dienes. So, I am Joydeep Roy from Department of Chemistry, Mathapanga College. First of all, we have to know about some conjugate dienes. In example of acyclic dienes, let's take a look into a simple structure which is 1,3-butadiene. Mostly the open parent chain dienes are called acyclic diene. This is also an example of acyclic diene which have a double bond inside the ring and another one outside of the ring. And for acyclic diene we have to put the base value of 217 nanometer. For homoannular conjugate cyclic diene, two conjugate diene must be present in the same ring like this. This is also an example of homoannular conjugate diene. The base value we put for homoannular conjugate diene is 253 nanometer. Now in case of heteroannular cyclic conjugate dienes, two conjugate diene must be present in two different rings like this. This is also an example of heteroannular conjugate diene. As you can see, two double bonds are present in two different rings. The base value of heteroannular conjugate diene is 215 nanometer. Now coming to the next point about endocyclic double bond. If double bond comes under the fused ring like this, then it's called endocyclic double bond. This is also an example of endocyclic double bond. As you can see, the both dienes are present in the same ring in these positions. In case of exocyclic double bond will be just outside of the ring like this. Now take a look at this structure. All of the bonds are just outside of the ring at these positions. Now if we talk about this structure, this double bond is endocyclic on behalf of B, but in the same time if you think on behalf of A, this double bond is exocyclic in nature. And for each exocyclic double bond we have to put the value of 5 nanometer. So our next point is about alkyl substituent or ring residues. If you consider this as an parent conjugate diene, then this and this is the only two alkyl group which are directly attached to the parent chain. These are called alkyl substituent. But in case of cyclic ring like this, you have to notice the conjugation. Except the conjugation, all bond attached to the diene directly are called ring residues. We have to put the value of 5 nanometer for per alkyl substituent and as well as per ring residues. So there is 3 ring residues, 1, 2 and 3. So the value is 3 into 5, 15 nanometer for this cyclic ring. Now get into our next point about double bond extending conjugation. There is any double bond that extend our structure are called double bond extended conjugation, and for each double bond extended conjugation we have to put the value of 13 nanometer for each. If you look at this structure, this is an homoannular conjugate diene and this is also an homoannular conjugate diene because this double bond share both of the ring. So if we just take one homoannular conjugate diene, that you can say this double bond extended our conjugation. So for this structure we have one double bond extending conjugation. And if you look at this structure, this is an homoannular conjugate diene, but this is an heteroannular conjugate diene. So for higher lambda max value we have to choose the homoannular conjugate diene ones. You can see there is two double bonds that extended our conjugation. So for this structure we have two double bond that extended our conjugation. So the value for this structure is 30 into 2 equal to 60. So in the next slide I shortlisted some base values that I mentioned before. Another point, if there is any presence of OR group directly attached to the conjugation, then we have to put 6 nanometer for each. And for halogens we have to put the value of 5 nanometer. So here are some examples. If you look at this structure, you can see that this is the conjugate diene present in the structure. And as you can see here, the both dienes are present in different rings, so it becomes a heteroannular compound, and the base value of heteroannular compound is 215 nanometer. And there is 4 ring residues. As we know that except the conjugated diene, the bonds attached with the directly attached with the conjugate dienes are called ring residues for cyclic ring. So there is 4 bonds that attach to this ring, so there is 4 ring residues present in this structure. So the value is 4 into 5, 20 nanometer, cause 5 nanometer for each ring residues. And as you can see, there is nothing left, so the calculated value of lambda max is 235 nanometer. If we mark the conjugate diene, so this is our conjugate diene, and both the double bonds are present in the same ring, so it becomes a homoannular compound, and the base value is for homoannular is 253 nanometer. And if we count the ring residues, you can see there is 3 ring residues are directly connect to this diene, 1, 2 and 3. So the value becomes 3 into 5, 15 nanometer. And now we have to see if there is any exocyclic double bond. As you can see, this double bond is endocyclic on behalf of this ring but exocyclic on behalf of this ring. So there is one exocyclic double bond, and we have to add 5 nanometer for one exocyclic double bond, and there is nothing left. So the calculated value is 273 nanometer. Third example, if we mark our conjugate diene, so this is our conjugate diene, and this one is homoannular in nature and this one is heteroannular in nature. So for higher lambda max value, we have to put the homoannular instead of heteroannular. So the base value of homoannular conjugate diene is 253 nanometer. So then we have to count the ring residues. So there is 1, 2, 3 and 4 ring residues are present in this structure. So the value calculated value is 20 nanometer for 4 ring residues. Now we have to count the exocyclic double bond if there is any. So this is an exocyclic double bond on behalf of this ring. This is an exocyclic double bond on behalf of this ring. So there is basically 2 exocyclic double bond present in this structure. If we take this as our base value for homoannular conjugate diene, so this is the double bond that extended our conjugation. So we have one double bond that extended our conjugation, so we have to put 30 nanometer for one double bond extended conjugation, and the calculated value is 313 nanometer. Now come to our fourth and the last example. So if we marked our conjugate diene, so this is our conjugate diene, and this one is homoannular, this one is also homoannular, and this one is heteroannular in nature. So now there is a confusion which one we should choose as our homoannular conjugate diene. So where the lambda max value is getting higher, we should choose that one. So in this case, this if we choose this one as our homoannular conjugate diene, the value becomes higher. So for homoannular conjugate diene, we have to put the base value of 253 nanometer, and now we have to see if there is any double bond extending conjugation. As we take this as our system, so this one and this one is the double bond that extended our conjugation. So we have 2 double bond extended conjugation, so we have to put the value of 30 into 2, 60 nanometer. Now we have to count the ring residues. If this is our conjugate diene structure, so this one, and this one, and this one, and this one is also count as our ring residues. So we have 5 ring residues, so the value is becomes 5 into 5, 25 nanometers. Now we have to calculate if there is any exocyclic double bond. As you know that the double bond attached with the fused position are not exocyclic in nature, So this one is the only bond that is exocyclic in nature on behalf of this ring. So we have 5 nanometer for one exocyclic double bond, and the calculated value becomes 343 nanometer. So thank you everyone.